Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, broadcasting from a little bit remote, not remote to me, but to you. But we are going to stay in mid-Michigan. We're going to spend a little time with one of our favorite people, one of our broadcasters, actually, Michael Maddox. He's the president of Convergence Networks and EOS implementer as well. And Michael, it's great to have you here. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great this morning, Chris. How are you?
You know, it's kind of interesting because usually we talk about, study the I guess, merger that you have had going on. Today, it's almost breaking news. So let's start with that. You are fresh back from the West Coast.
Yeah, just got back late last night. We're very excited that we were able to add a company called SWAT Systems out of Seattle, Washington, to our growing family of businesses. And I was out in Seattle for the last couple of days to meet the team in person and welcome them aboard. And super excited to have them join. A really strong company in the Seattle market, and they're very excited to be part of our growing entity here.
So now we're at how many locations? 16, 18?
So physical locations, we have 4 now. Michigan, Ottawa, Ontario, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington.
All right. Portland, Oregon, Seattle, kind of a neighborhood up there.
Yeah.
All right, bud. Well, listen, a couple of things. Let's first of all remind everybody what Convergence Networks does.
Yeah, absolutely. We're a managed IT service provider, managed security provider. But what we're really focused on is helping businesses leverage technology to be more productive and to be more profitable, healthier, more efficient, and to protect that business through proactive cybersecurity solutions. That's our passion. That's what we do.
Yes. And you do it well, I might say. You do it actually for us at the Michigan Business Network, and we've never had a problem related to that.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk a little bit about July 12th, because Convergence made an announcement placing you in a new role.
I stepped into the president role, and it was since the merger originally occurred, I played a number of roles: chief client officer, coach to the leadership team. I was just anxious to get back into more of a direct operational role and more of a hands-on role, something that I've done as you know, for many years in Michigan with ASK, and excited to step into that role and to fill that need for the company. So that was the announcement on the 12th.
Well, and that is a huge announcement. You know, as we've watched this merger take place, and you've been very kind to step us along as it happened, you've been in several different roles since the merger started. And I guess maybe one of the most rewarding things for you would be in that process, everybody finally realized you should be there. Yeah,
it was interesting how it came about, and it was an exciting opportunity for me, and it's rewarding too. It's a tremendous group of people, and we've talked about, you and I, on this podcast many times, the difficulties of merging entrepreneurial companies together, especially when they're geographically separated. It's not without its challenges, and for me, this is an opportunity to directly impact that and to infuse, or to help infuse, structure. You mentioned EOS. EOS is a big part of that. Getting aligned on a shared vision, getting the right people in the right roles, having the right metrics in place, having a transparent organization where issues come forward, documenting processes. That's just healthy and smart. And to do that with a geographically dispersed company creates additional challenges versus a single entity in a single location. But it's exciting, and it's really to me invigorating, and a chance to step in and roll up my sleeves and do what I love to do, which is coaching businesses on being healthier and smarter.
Well, it's interesting because I recall in one of our earlier conversations, EOS kind of designated you as the visionary. So does this president CEO position allow you that ability to sit back and work on the company as opposed to in it?
Yeah, really interesting. That's a great question. And to me, EOS, a lot of people think of EOS as a system for running a smaller business between, say, 10 and 100 people. We're north of 200 easy now, and spread all over. It's as effective at that size as it is at the smaller size. And what's different, directly to your question, is I have the ability to be a visionary integrator, for lack of a better word. In EOS parlance, I am the integrator, meaning I am the person that's running the ship and directing the company. But I have a very strong leadership team that are all integrators in their own right. So I can be somewhat visionary as well. I like to say that I focus on the what, but not the how. I leave the how to my leaders, and they're in a healthy, smart organization. They're accountable for the how. The what is still me. So I get to play both roles. I get to be somewhat visionary and somewhat integrator, which is fun for me and rewarding.
Well, here's another thing that was rewarding. A couple of weeks ago, Convergence Networks was recognized on the 2022 CRN Fast Growth 150 list. That has to mean something too.
Yeah, very, very, humbled and proud of that designation. It's as we've talked about, the challenges of merging companies, to be in the middle of coming out of a pandemic, and the merger started during the pandemic. I mean, our original merger was November of 2020, and then ASK was added in April of 21. So this has all been during pandemic, and to do that and continue to grow and be recognized by CRN was very gratifying for us, and I'm very proud of the team for that designation.
Well, we were not the least bit surprised by it, but congratulations anyway. Mike Maddox, president of Convergence Network and EOS implementer. We'll be back with you in this ongoing story, my friend.
Thanks, Chris.
You're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.